Hey guys, Reim here. Welcome back. This is Chapter 7, Part A. This chapter is pretty darn easy, so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to focus on where the chests are to help you plan out this chapter in advance, and I'm also going to be working on my very limited freeform style with the Dragon Sword, so bear with me and have patience as I practice on this chapter. Okay, this first set of fights I'm going to speed up here. Now if you jump over here and stay right at that that screw right there, none of these guys can hit you. Now what I'm doing is I'm just charging up UTs, I'm hitting these guys, they all come out. Now what's better to do for efficiency's sake is aim over to your left and take out the two, take out one, and then go after the other, and as you kill the second one, the first one should be respawning. Keep on doing that till they stop respawning, and then take out the rest of the turrets, and they should only be one at a piece there. But instead I'm doing it the long way, wait for them not to respawn, and then I'm going to take out the side ones. But again, this is the least efficient way, and you can just barely see them. As I said, look at that floor where I'm standing, watch out, there's a screw right down at the bottom, and that's where we'll be able to hit all three of them. You should be able to take 0 damage for attacking all these turrets. It's pretty simple. Okay, so here's my basic strategy of this fight. Hide behind the refill arrows, hide behind the shield right here, and just start taking out these guys with bow UT. Focus on the one that's closest to at all times. You should have enough time to take out every single one with bow UTs before they get around. 3 UTs will kill one. It's also good for karma if you want to do it that way. Now see the guy sneaking over to the right? I was not focusing on him anymore, so I decided to go on and show you another strategy. I just go in here and just use Inferno Nimpo. There's a chest coming up that has red orbs. You can use it now, or you can use it at the end of the chapter. I'm deciding to use it now. One advantage to using it at the end of the chapter is there's a mecha fight coming up that can be pretty challenging, and it may be useful to use Nimpo there. But I'm going to show you a fairly simple way to get past that giant mecha fight without Nimpo. So with the decision up to you, I'm deciding to use my Nimpo early, but you can always use it later if you want. And again, all you have to do is stay behind the shield, aim at the mecha coming closest to you, and you should be able to take out every single one before they get around the shield. So now I've restocked with arrows. I'm switching over to the Dragon Sword and regular shurikens. I'm going to go to Muramasa, and I'm going to upgrade my scythe to level 3. Okay, the next 2 fights coming up are pretty easy. They're 2 sets of attack ninja fights. The biggest problem with attack ninjas is they love to guard lock you with their bullets, so be prepared to hold block on a moment's notice. Now when I'm free-forming, or my lame attempt of free-forming here, I'm going to be trying to practice 4 moves. One move is the launch them into the air, do shurikens, and then do a flying swallow them in midair and cut them in half, which I've done before, but I want to get better at it. Another move is to jump in air, do shurikens, and do a flying swallow straight from that, so use the shurikens to stun them. Another move that I want to practice is the wall attack, where you jump, press X, and Ryu will do a spinny move, and then you can do an on-landing from that. And the last move I want to practice is kind of a fun move. You delimb them by removing a leg, and it has to be a leg. Then you launch them into the air using any technique you want. X, hold Y, X, X, X. X will also work. Then you do shurikens to stun them in mid-air, and then at the exact right time you hit forward Y, and what you'll end up doing is you'll kick them right back up into the air. You'll try to do an OT, but the kick will knock them back up, and that's what I'm trying to practice for this chapter. I'll be able to do it a few times. Eventually I want to get to being able to chain those kick moves where I knock them back up and do some more fun stuff with that. Okay, now what I'm going to do is I'm thinking about saving, but I decided that I'm going to go ahead and go get that chest anyways. So I'm here saving, and I said, oops, I missed the chest. Now here's the chest, and I'm going to show you it only contains red essence. So you can use it now, or you can save it for the end of the chapter, and I'll point it out too in Chapter 7, Part B. So now I always like to save at the first save point again at the chapter, so I have to keep on going through the chapter opening scene. Now, one limitation of saving here is the next 2 chests are going to be dynamic chests. This first chest is important because it contains a herb dynamic chest, so you can get 5,000 essence if you get to it without getting hurt. The next chest is not as important to get to without getting hurt. What it is a mushroom dynamic, so you get 6,000 essence or mushroom. So just so you can prepare, if you need to use an herb or a mushroom before this, go ahead because you can get them right back. Otherwise, it's a great way to make 11,000 essence. So I'm going to take care of these guys. Now that was the jump, wall attack, and Ryu does a spinning move, and I did an onlining ET with that. So I'm just going to keep on practicing that, and I love just stopping the combo mid-air and doing onlining moves, especially Gleaming Blade. That's one of my favorite moves. Did this fight pretty good, took very little damage, so I'm going to go ahead and save and prepare for the next fight. Okay, the next fight is just more of the same. And these guys are, once you get used to them, they're actually really fun to play. So here we go, I'm going to try to do a jump, shuriken, flying swallow, and the guy actually blocked my flying swallow, a little bugger. So I'm just going to take care of them, or try to dispatch them. There you go, there's another jump, or jump off the wall, X, and an onlining ET. Another Gleaming Blade, you can take that into an Azuna drop, or just launch them into air and do an on-landing, whatever you want to do. They're just fun to do. Okay, now we're almost done. Oh, got rid of an arm, so that's not going to work. Let's try to get rid of, there we go, got rid of a leg. There it is, that's the move I wanted to do. And so I haven't been able to do that too much, I'm still practicing at it. Again, what you do is you delimb them, then you go up, and right there I did X, hold Y. Oh, when you delimb them, you have to delimb the leg. Then you do X, hold Y, it'll launch them to air. You do